Hi friends, I'm Laura.
And I'm Troy.
And we're Baker Drinks. Today we're doing another Buffalo Trace blind. Today it will be the wheated mash bill. We have Weller Special Reserve, Weller 12, Weller Full Proof, Weller 107, single barrel, and then we have the Van Winkle 10 year and the Pappy 15 year. So somewhere in here is all of those bottles. We're going to rank them only on flavor, not on price, not on availability. I mean, really, none of them are that available anyway. And then we'll let you know what we think of them.
Yeah, so not a lot of tasting notes because we're not reviewing them. We're just going to go through on taste, as she said, decide what we like better and put it in front of the other. And we do acknowledge that one of these is probably going to stand out on proof.
Oh, the full proof? Yeah, I would expect that.
But honestly, proof doesn't equal flavor.
It might sometimes. Let's go through on the first one. Smells like I expected to smell. I'm expecting the same smell and the same taste on pretty much everything, but we'll see. Ooh. Move it to the front. One sip. It's going that way.
Yeah, so that's in the lead. We'll put it right there.
We'll put it there because I don't think it's going to be down at the bottom. It's going to be somewhere near the top.
If these all get better than that, we're in for a great day.
I have a hard time believing that it will. They might be all going downhill after that. We'll see. Smells the same. That one might be better, actually. And it's funny. I always say I'm not a fan of wheated.
Yeah.
But then we do these, and I'm like, oh, I like them all. So it got better, I guess.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow.
That one had an experience. So it was, so there's 3 that are 107 proof. I don't know what full proof is. More than 107?
125.
125. And then the rest are less than 100?
Yeah, I think like Special Reserve is 90-ish and single barrel's like 97, maybe?
What about 12?
12 years, 90-ish, 90s.
This one smells really good too. They're all going to get better. We're going to just say they're great and they're greater.
I mean, it's the same distillery, the same mash bill. Different ages, different aging techniques, I guess.
I'll wait till you taste it before I give my note. I like it, but I think it's at the bottom of those 3. It's kind of grassy.
So that's in third. It's good, though.
It's good. If I had it by itself, I'd be like, oh, this is good. But since I had it after those 2.
I get a little more caramel than grass, but it's good. It's wheater. You definitely get that wheat funkiness.
This one smells good. I expect to say that on all of them. It smells good.
I sense some repetition.
I swear they all smell the exact same.
Big surprise.
It's either bottom or tied with the other one that's at the bottom.
So I'm going to leave it tied for now, and we'll figure it out in the AB. It's definitely not where these 2 are.
But it had some bitterness too.
And I mean, this guy is actually a little darker than this one, so I'm thinking we got those right. This next one looks pretty dark too, so I think you're in for a treat.
I'm cleansing the bitterness out because I was seeing that too, but I didn't want to call it out because I don't want to have bias based on the color.
Yeah, we're not trying to guess what these are as we taste through. We're just simply, this tastes better than that.
You know what I'm going to guess they are? Wheated Buffalo Trace products.
You're probably going to be right.
You don't even have to taste it. We can save it for me later.
Okay, I'll just put it up there.
It's been a while, but I bet it's tied.
Yeah, we'll
somewhere up there.
We'll put it up in here, and we'll AB those as well. These 3
ABC.
stand out above these for sure. Yeah. 2 left.
so sad. They all smell the same. Well, I mean, that one had more to it, but like the majority of them have such a similar smell.
Yeah.
I don't know how you'd pick out the differences.
Well, that's why we're here. We're doing it so you don't have to. Unless you want to, then hit us in the comments and tell us what you thought.
Not much there. Tastes good, but there's just not much there. Although I kind of hate doing this because if you watch our first video, I put Elmer T. Lee as our bottom of the lower proof bourbons, and I feel like I'm going to put a hitter at the bottom again.
I mean, it was at the bottom deservedly so. So it's clearly not a hitter. It's a $40 bottle of booze that people pay $400 for.
I feel like that's a top of the bottoms.
I'm just going to leave her right here. So we'll speed this next section up as we just kind of A-B through these. ABC, yep. ABCD.
And then we'll give you our ranking. Hopefully it helps you out with picking out a bottle, or it's just good entertainment.
Or you just yell at your screen and say, you guys are stupid.
That too, because we probably are. And we've made our decision.
It was kind of hard, but we did it.
I'm hoping it turns out better than our previous blind where we put Elmer T. Lee as the bottom. But that's the point of blinds, I guess.
Yeah, and drinking through 7 pours like we did, you get a little palate fatigue, but I think there was some clear losers and some clear winners here.
Yeah, and like many blinds, there is a obvious, these are lower proof and these are higher proof, but these are also not as good. So they're not as good and they're not as high proof. So that's why they're down here.
I feel like there was like some kind of a line in quality about here where like those 3 were definitely the bottom and then these 4 were definitely the top. Shall we see what they are?
Let's hope that we're not going to be embarrassed by our choices.
If we are, we are.
So on the bottom, we've got the single barrel.
Whoa.
Here we go again.
Yeah, so this particular bottle, I know the MSRP is a lot lower, but I've seen this on secondary for, $800,000-$900,000. Definitely don't pay that for it because it's not worth it.
If you've watched my overhyped and underwhelming, this was on the list because I already thought it was the same thing as Special Reserve, but in a different colored bottle.
And it kind of is. I mean, if there's such a thing out there as a Special Reserve store pick, I would chase that at, $30 rather than this at any price.
I mean, I've never seen one of those, but I hear they exist. But even then, if it's like this, I mean, it's not my favorite. It's okay. It's not great. Okay, second one. We have the Special Reserve.
Oh, big surprise.
I mean, it's a little bit surprising because I would have thought that. I mean, I would have thought these two would have been on the bottom, but I would have thought they would have been reversed. But
yeah, I mean,
here it is.
I don't know if there's an age difference between them. There is a slight proof difference. I think this guy's, like 6 or 7 points higher than this one. But to drink them side by side, they're very similar. Maybe tomorrow if we blinded them again, they would be the opposite order, but I guarantee these two would remain at the bottom of this lineup.
Yeah.
Because it's just not good. Don't chase it.
Next we have the 12-year.
Oh.
By itself, I do like this bottle.
Yeah, I was hoping that was going to be up a little higher. It's
got good flavor. It's just not overwhelming.
A tad thin.
Yeah, it's okay. That's why it's still a screw cap, because it wasn't meant to be anything crazy good. Okay, next. That's a good one. 107.
I feel like there is no wrong answer moving from this one forward. 107. That's a great pour.
Happy with that anytime.
Yeah. And probably right where it should be in this lineup, knowing what's coming.
Foolproof.
Foolproof. Okay.
So apparently we didn't go just by proof. I don't know that it stood out that it was much higher proof.
I was literally just going to say, I don't think that stood out on proof. Great flavor, though.
Again, great by itself. Did pretty good in the lineup as well. So if you can find it, I definitely recommend it. They aren't easy to come by, though. At least not for us.
We're probably going to catch some hate over what's going to win here.
We've got the 10.
Thank God.
I don't know.
Old Rip Van Winkle 10-year.
I know a lot of people think that it's not worth it or whatever. I think it's delicious. I get it. It's impossible to find.
Yep.
We have been fortunate with our buying.
Yeah, and not worth secondary price. None of these are. But it is.
Nothing is.
Yeah.
And last but not least, we have the 15. Bring out the Pappy.
There it is. In all its glory. And, I think it won handily.
Yeah, I do too. I think the age probably with the higher proof where the 12 doesn't have the proof.
I mean, as clearly as this one lost, this one won.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
These three, like I said, tomorrow could be in a different order than what they are, but I feel like this guy's always going to win.
Probably.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you like this content. I hope you're able to at least find these to try in a bar sometime. Although I wouldn't pay for whatever they want you to pay for a bar. Skip this one and try these ones at a bar. If you can find them, find a friend that has them. It's hard to get lucky.
Come on over and have a pour with us.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Have a great day.